Hey guys!
Hello!
Welcome to Signal Boost, episode 9. Thanks for joining us. And we have a special guest today. It's Lina! Lina List Designs. She's been hanging out a bunch, working on our art vending machine, which is going to be so freaking cool. We're going to put art in a vending machine, man. Hit us up if you want to put your art in the vending machine. We're going to talk about that more later because we're going to have like an actual interview with Lina. But first, we're going to do.
My phone just let me know that we're streaming.
Nice.
My
Doing
Twitch notification.
What's new with you? What's new with you? We're just in the background here.
What's new with you?
All right, what's new? What's new? Oh, if you don't know, also I should intro us. Hi, I'm Sprocket. I'm the communications director at the Generator. We're at the Generator right now at Bell Streets. And this is
Alicia. I'm the education director at the Generator.
Yeah.
And then, like we said, we have Lina here.
Hi,
local
I'm Lina.
artist.
I do weird sculpture things and painting and all sorts of other fun stuff.
Awesome art ladies.
Yeah.
So every time we do Signal Boost, we start off with What's New With You, where we talk about what's new with us, and we share what's new with you too. If you ever want to be featured in What's New With You, just make a post and use hashtag WNWY, and then we'll share it here.
Or DM us.
Or DM us, yeah. So what's new
or
with you?
Or you type something in the chat right now.
Yeah, hit us
read
up
it
in
out
the
loud.
chat.
Hit us up in the chat right now.
We'll just blow you up in the chat.
What's new with me? Well, today I was working on a proposal for some new kids programming. So we're going to be launching in-person kids programming at this Bell Street Generator location, and that's going to happen in May. We're going to announce the schedule at the grand opening, which I'm sure you all know about. And then we'll be taking on-the-spot sign-ups at the grand opening. So, don't be shy. You can sign your kids right up. And then we will be starting classes like the second week in May. So it's going to be right away, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And one of the things we're working on is a really cool, intensive, week-long camp style program that's going to be about installation art. And Lina's going to be one of our instructors. So that's going to be really exciting. Really limited spots in that one, and it's going to be a really cool experiential thing, like an experience-based. I just want to keep using the word experience over and over again. So there's that. It's an experiential, experience-based experience for children, where they're going to work together to make a collaborative art installation. And
What
then it's
kind of
be,
an experience?
Well, I think it's going to be very enriching, and it's going to help them build a sense of agency and, get that feeling of when you do an art show or you do a piece for public consumption, because we're going to then have what they create be a stop that is going to be advertised for part of our town. So, and we'll have a little opening and everything. So they'll get to have that art opening experience, and that's just something we hear a lot from artists, is that it's hard to get over that hurdle of going from just doing stuff on your own to doing things that are for the public and are official, that feel that are advertised and scheduled. And so I just thought it'd be really cool to do a program with kids where they do that as kids. So maybe they can just, if they go on to become or to continue to be artists, then they'll have already done that, and it won't be a hang up for them. That's my goal, anyway.
Hell yeah.
So
it's an admirable what's new with you.
I think.
What's new with me is I am sunburned because I was just at Earth Day all day making jellyfish puppets with
The kiddos.
Yeah, but also a lot of adults made jellyfish, and that was really
Jellyfish
nice.
are for everyone.
Yeah, jellyfish for all.
As Lina would attest to.
Yes. And I got that new truck, so that's cool. I drove my new truck around today.
It's a big truck.
Officially get it.
Last Friday, but today was the first time I drove my own brand new truck, so that's rad. And what is also new is I hung up this Nick Noyes print. See it in the back.
Oh, no.
And he made me a frame.
Hey, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon. Love you. And what's also new and unfortunate is that we were going to put, Nick Noyes was going to be painting a mural here at Bell, and then the property owners decided that we had to paint it over if we wanted to put up a mural, and we were like, we're not going to do that. So it's fine. Nick's going to paint his mural at the Audi District, but
It's a pivot.
it's a pivot. It'll be fine.
This
He's
is better
still-
because now it's going to be at the long-term generator location, so we
Yeah.
won't have to leave it behind, which is a plus.
Yeah, but it's a bummer because we were working really hard to put the mural up here, and we had the timeline all set, and he was going to start painting, and then they like emailed us that day. So whatever, we'll do it at Audi, but that's part of what's new with me, pivoting that mural. What's new with you, Lina?
Yeah, what's new with you?
Mostly just prepping for this crazy art show, doing a full-on immersive installation. If any of y'all went to the World of Our Own show at the Potentialist Workshop, I was one of the main people for that, and I'm doing my own little installation there next month. May 7th is the opening, so I'm mostly just preparing for that. As you can see, crocheting my life away to make all sorts of drippy fun things. What else? And then I just did that vending machine for Jenny here, which is super exciting, so make sure to put all of your fun art in it.
If you've been on socials, you might have seen the post of the desert sunset picture. We were actually going to show it on the Instagram roundup, but we'll just show it to you right now.
I'll show it. I'll get it. I could do both. Oh, maybe. I got to make it smaller. Hold on.
I was supposed to send you
We're in the way. It's looking really beautiful, and we're working on right now. Sprocket and I are figuring out how to hack it so that hopefully we can get it to take credit cards. Hi, Claire. So hopefully it'll take credit cards, and we'll bring it into the modern age.
Yeah, it's a new art opportunity.
So if you've ever done that, if you've ever hacked a vending machine, woo! Thank you, my God.
Yeah.
You can, if you've done that before, if you've ever like
hacked a vending machine to make
or
it have
some
credit
other
cards.
analog machine, and you've made it such that it could take a card reader,
or maybe you're just good with electronic stuff.
and you think that sounds like fun. Like, I'm gonna try and take a crack at it, but if somebody wanted to take that off my plate, I wouldn't be mad about it.
Yeah, so this vending machine's from like the 80s, and it only takes quarters, nickels, and dimes, which is super annoying because we don't all use change very much. National change shortage, yo. So we want to put all this new art in here and t-shirts and all this really cool stuff, but it would be a lot easier if it could take credit cards, or even if we could change it to take tokens. So yes, hit us up if you have any experience modding out vending machines, and also hit us up if you want to put your art in the vending machine. So DM us, or always you can send us an email at info@rprfm.org or info@therenogenerator.com. Either one works. All right, well, I'm going to go back to top level now that we know what's new with us. And don't forget to use the hashtag or let us know in the stream.
What's new with you?
What's new with you?
Also, we had poke today, which was new for Sprocket.
I've never had poke before.
We went to Bluefin Poke for lunch, and it was excellent.
Yeah, I would eat it again.
Highly enjoyable.
10 out of 10.
How is that not something that you had before?
I don't know. It's pretty crazy. So our thing today, aside from interviewing Lina, is we interviewed Kelsey Sweets, and she talked to us a little bit about CETAs.
Yeah, Sex in the Art Scene. And it's a group that she founded that is about, creating awareness and conversation around consent and just, creating safer spaces in the art world. It's pretty admirable work, and she is doing a fundraiser right now, so we'll throw the link in the chat for you to check that out. But we chatted with her, and we got to pull some tarot cards, and it was all very interesting. Lots of people came by to take our picture while we were doing this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that, because you'll see why.
KelseySweet.com, right? I
Oh,
believe.
yeah.
I believe. Yeah, so we're going to play that video and then a little walkthrough of where we were tabling, and afterwards. We're out here at Pioneer Center. Beautiful We are here with our friend, psychologist. What's
Sure.
up? Specialist. Gonna pick a card.
Okay.
Ooh.
We'll let the cards guide the way today.
Ooh.
What did you get? You got a Queen of Swords because you're stepping into your power, but it's mothering and nurturing as well. Like a lot of the work that you, and I think the more that you lean into doing work for kids, with the kids, especially in the creative outlet, I think that's going to be a surefire way to, if that makes sense, because you're plugging in ideas for like future generations to have weapons of creativity.
Let them forward. Let them
Right?
make the art.
Right?
Nice.
Crossing all the ages, man. But stepping in your power too, which is cool. Both of you even. I mean, just like to the presence of this is pretty. I like what you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Put it. All right.
You want to pick
Give it
another
back to
one?
you before I put it in. Yeah, let's think about maybe the future of Reno art.
I like that. The future scene.
Reno.
Dun dun dun.
Reno.
It's all on you.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
All on
Reno.
you. 6 batons. 6 of wands. So wands are all about manifestation and creating. 6 is a number of love and balance. And I think there can be a harmonizing, creative, loving aspect of creativity as far as what we're going, or where we're going, or what we're going into. But I think it's gonna take a lot of work. I think it's gonna take justice, balance. Somebody I talked to over there had mentioned something about unicorns being a representation of virginity, right? So there's gotta be like this flush for cultivation to come through. But I think whatever it is that, I don't know, we got grapes in there too, so grapes can be used to turn into wine. We have a big responsibility as far as Reno's art scene, you know, coming from the bottom up. I think people need to be careful as far as what they're creating and manifesting, but I think whatever it is that we do is going to, it's going to nourish others. It's going to nourish the world. It just has to be, as somebody else has said to me, it has to be done right. Whatever that means.
Nourish the art scene.
Nourish. Water it.
Coming from the purity.
Yeah.
Yes. So can you
Justice,
tell us a
balance.
little bit about the work you're doing with CETAs and what CETA stands for?
CETA stands for Sex in the Art Scene, and it's an honorary forum space to, I guess, recognize and honor that April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, thanks to my master's thesis capstone and this unicorn. Kind of the essence behind this and why this exists in the world is to advocate, I guess, for safer sex practices, maybe. This will be the 3rd year of it, and it's in kind of in an experimental phase, but the theme this year is artists and mental health, staying sane in an insane world. So this year I'm preparing myself to share my mental health journey and the things that have worked for me and kind of how I've gotten to this point and why I do this project. And so I've been, I think, really meditating and doing my research on this for the last 3-4 months and interviewing a number of persons within the community to get their insights and feedbacks and like in terms of what people want and how, like, where people are at, I guess, within their own mental health and within their own creativity. And I've been super blessed enough to have raised about $700 so far for the project this year, just to hold space for me to do it. So I'm gonna probably, end of next week, I have one more interview that I have to do, or one more important meeting. Just make sure that I approach this in the right way, and then I can film it for YouTube and then put it out there and then kind of see where this project goes from there.
Cool. If people want to see what you've been working on or maybe donate to the project or whatever, where should they go?
KelseySweet.com, KelseySweet is where you can find information about me and my different projects, links to my social media accounts. You can find connections to my radio show, and I've got a page there as well for different payment outlets. Facebook is a way, Venmo is a way. I don't know, I'm
Cool.
there.
Lots of different ways.
Yeah,
What,
try to be accessible.
What's the deal with your radio show? What's that about?
It's on Saturdays too, right before you guys do this, which is cool because then you can listen to the radio show and then watch Signal Boost afterwards.
Yeah, get really into the Reno arts and culture scene.
There you go. But I get to do a radio show with a brilliant and amazing co-host named Bridget Lynn Dolgoff, who's a shaman and an osteopath. And so we've decided to combine radio shows off of Revolution Radio, which is on freedomslips.com.
Cool.
Or revolution.radio, you can find us, but we get 2 hours of live streaming, global access to talk about whatever it is that we want. So the name of our show is Carrying Stones and Digging Holes to Cultivate Consciousness.
Cool.
So we get to talk about
All different things.
anything and everything from health to anything related to consciousness, I suppose. And so then I get to integrate aspects of creativity from there, and then she brings in the shamanic elements from the body health side of it as well. So we try to be all encompassing.
Would you say she was an osteopath? I don't know what that means.
An osteopath is somebody who focuses on like the structure of like the bones and moving like ligaments and things like that to align the body and to allow things to carry through. She does a number of other things as well, but yeah, she's phenomenal. She's such an amazing healer. She does shamanic reboots and has been an amazing supporter and guide for me along this process and kind of amongst this journey as well. And I've known her now for maybe 5 or 6 years, and so it's just been an amazing support. And I think just the opportunities to dive into the work gives me the opportunities to show up and do this crazy stuff.
Heck yeah. So
So-
that's 5 to 7?
5 to 7 Pacific Standard Time. If you look at the website, we are, what is that? It's Eastern, so they're 3 hours out, right? So 8 to 10, the 8
Cool.
to 10 slot, Eastern Standard Time.
Consciousness, art, the human body.
Everything.
Everything.
Consciousness, anything that you need to know about whatever, I guess.
Sweet.
Life,
What about
gardening.
your divination work and the aura readings and things that you do? What if somebody wanted to link up with you about that?
You can find all that information on my website as well under Aura Tricks. I can do private readings through video or through phone calls, or people have sent me pictures and I've drawn out the aura biofield using chalk pastels, doing interpretations of that. And I'm a psychologist with a master's in transformative leadership as well as an artist, so I've found that doing divination or using cards or other tools is a quicker way to get a lot of work done. It's a neat way to tap into people and give them space to process.
How did you start doing that kind of work?
My great grandma was a tarot card reader,
It's awesome.
and maybe, I don't know, maybe about 10 years or so ago, a friend gave me a deck of cards and she said to me, if you're meant to be a tarot card, somebody would give you your first deck, and I bought my first deck and this is it, and I don't need it, you have it. And so it's just shown up. It's landed on me, and then in doing aura drawings, my undergraduate research is in neurological implications of aesthetics and consciousness. So I look at,
It's so fancy.
it's a fancy way of saying how art and
affects your
color
brain.
affects the brain,
Yeah.
right?
I love that.
In that primary system. And from there, I learned that specific colors have specific meanings, or for me, it's difficult to tell what's mine and what somebody else's. So I've learned that this feels like this color and this feels like this color. And it's given me a tool to be able to decipher whatever it is that I'm feeling and picking up on. And so I've been able to look into past, present, future aspects, and I've probably done readings now for over 1,000 people over the last 7 or 8 years, and I haven't missed once. but it's
Yeah, I feel
interesting.
like you gave me a reading at Brouhaha like 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, when I first got to Reno.
Right
yeah.
on.
Pretty cool.
It's been fun. It's a neat tool. It's a neat way of connecting with people and a neat way of sharing art, but like the healing art side of things and bringing in the aspects of why art can be healing, or how we can use art in a conscious and responsible way to have a better outcome, a responsible outcome.
Cool. Heck yeah.
You want
I
one
love
more card
the.
before you go?
Yeah. I don't know. What's this one gonna be about though?
Whatever you want. Alyssa, you pick. What's it about?
The future? Yeah, you pick one.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
What is it? What is it? What's it gonna be?
about? Jeez. What's this summer gonna be? What's my summer gonna be?
What's the
like?
summer vibes? What's the
my
summer vibes?
vibes?
Summer vibes.
My summer
Ooh, is it
vibes.
good?
Uh-oh, it's
You looking-
the King of Cups.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
That's emotional fulfillment. Well, I like that you got like king and queen elements going on too and harmonizing things, but I think it's
I'm ready to step into some king energy.
I think it's like a good, how do you want to put it? Like exemplary way of being an anchor, right? Like of anchoring the emotional strength, like, especially with you, like what you guys are doing here, like being able to hold space and connect with all the different facets of what is going on within the arts. There's so much there, but having like the very like purposeful point behind it. You know, it's not for frivolousness, it's not for recognition, it's not for money, it's not for any of that. It's for this emotional fulfillment because it's the work that needs to be done. It has to be done. I mean, both of you are just stepping into that power, and I think as far as the collective goes, that potential exists there for everybody to step into that power and to have that fulfillment. But you have to be secure in it, you know? You gotta be real.
Yeah.
Love that.
We're definitely trying to show up, even though it's hard to do
working hard.
so.
It is hard to show up. It's hard to show up for a lot of different ways, but you have a nice balance too. Like, so I do like a lot of like color interpretation through the aura drawings, right? So you have your crown chakra and you have your root chakra between the purple and the reds.
Yeah, true.
So even there's like a balancing and an alignment of all the energetics. And I think even if you can't quite put words to what it is that you're doing yet, you know that you're supposed to be doing it. And so you show up and you do the work.
Yeah. Even when we're tired.
I bet.
Mostly when we're tired.
Yeah, we're pretty much always tired, but we're here, you know?
I bet. Well, and new mamas too.
Yeah.
You know, we called
Yeah,
ourselves
we're all
old,
moms.
but
We're
all
Reno art moms.
all moms of toddlers.
Yeah, that's good that I pulled that card, the first card of like the mother and the baby. Like, yeah, we're like warrior women bringing in this new era.
I think so. I think that the feminine energy really moving forward is really important.
Yeah.
It's not so much about like men versus women, but more the masculine versus the feminine, or not even the versus, but the feminine
combination,
coming
right?
into alignment with
Yeah.
the masculine and just doing the natural cycle, right?
Yeah, there's a reason why there's a yin and a yang, right? Like they come together and they are important to be part of a whole, right? It's not about one, like the optimal balance is like they're each shared and they're each like equal with each other.
It's the alignment with the Aquarian age, right? So if we're going from the Piscean age into the Aquarian age, Piscean is masculine, the I, me, mine, where the Aquarian is feminine, so it's the we, the collective. So it's just a huge shift. I mean, even astrologically, if you look at all the different phenomena that have been going on, especially with the moon in the last 2 years, like,
Everything's moving around.
yeah. And the timing is working out, like the new generator space just in time too, right?
Ugh, new generator. Hope it's a good time, man. Doing a lot of work for it. Well, thank you so much for your time. Do you have anything else that you wanted to say to the people?
Oh look, we got more wands and babies. More, support women.
Yes.
Support women across the board. Like, just support women, support moms, support kids. Like, put your energy into that. I know there are a lot of powerful men out there who like to who like to lead, who want to be the example. You know, we've, for the last 100 whatever years, have been glorifying the masculine. You know, like, women support freaking women. Women support women. Women supporting women, I think, is super, super important right now. That needs to be done. If there's anything that's like really stood out in like the interviewing of people through the CEDAS process, is that like women violence against women is a thing, you know, and like more than anything, if we want the feminine energy to come forward, like women need to support women.
Yeah, make space for women leaders. I think that too, like men are just a lot more loud in general, and there's not even space for women leaders to have their voice be heard and to step into their own power. So maybe just be quiet and like leave space for others to come through.
Yeah, no judgment. Right?
Hell yeah. Right. All right, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Hey guys, we're back. That was so fun. Today was actually a really fun day. It was so nice to see so many different artist friends and cool organizations. And it makes me super excited for our May 1st grand opening event, because it's just going to be like that times a million. And I'm also really excited.
Super awesome. It's gonna be that, except it's gonna also have an ice cream truck and Nino Santo.
That's what I was just gonna say. I'm gonna be eating ice cream while listening to a live performance from Nino Santo.
Yeah, and they were talking even about bringing like some other people from their label and kind of even doing a whole. It's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, like a showcase, like a label showcase. I wish I remembered what their label was called.
It's called Revolutionary Sounds.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be so dope, and we're gonna have free like flower crown making and patch making and mini zines and
more jellyfish,
like just a bunch of really cool stuff. So
cute stuff.
If you haven't gotten tickets yet, it's totally free, but we do suggest signing up in advance because it's just easier. Although I guess Governor Sisolak just said that all social distancing will be over by May 1st. So we're just gonna while out, I guess, here.
Just get crazy and get right up in people's faces.
But maybe
Take
wear
it
a
out.
mask still.
Yeah, please wear a mask.
Yeah, you have to wear a mask, but
But I did get my, where is it? Yeah.
Where's your little
I
showing
got-
off that Band-Aid?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm fully vaxxed now.
Woo, woo.
So that's exciting. Yeah. All right, let's shift gears. I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna slide back here, so I'm on the same plane.
Yeah.
Ugh, ghost. One of my nicknames,
Slide
guys,
in.
is Ghost Legs, and I feel like I'm really showing it off today. That's all.
I think the three of us, glow in the dark. That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just the beginning of
Oh,
spring.
look, there's my legs. I'm just like
Flex,
gonna
flex,
sit
flex.
like this. It's fine.
Okay, I feel like, I don't know. It's fine. This is our first interview in this
We
space.
haven't had 3 people in here before, and it's like, it's cozy.
Yeah.
Figuring it out. We really want to put a couch back here. If anybody has a crushed blue velvet couch,
Specifically.
Very specific.
I really want it. Blue velvet. You know that movie? It's so
Really,
creepy.
like any color velvet, bonus points for blue.
Yeah.
If somebody has like a really cute love seat that you're trying to unload, think of us. Think of us.
Yeah, there used to be a pink one at Raw, at Reno Artworks. Hey, also shout out Reno Artworks. You haven't updated your Instagram since 2018. You might want to get on that because I want to put it in the roundup.
Wow.
I want to support you in the roundup, but I
Shade.
can't because you don't update your shit.
The shade.
That's all I'm saying. Sorry.
Get
Okay.
a chill from all this shade.
Okay. Let's talk to Lina. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay, Lina, tell us about your show that's coming up.
May 7th is the opening. It's called Death of a Mask. It's about a mental health journey of we all as society feel like we wear, or at least I do, feel like I wear a mask for most people. And over this past year, I decided to kind of stop that and more embrace being myself as who I am, and have gone through this journey of like getting rid of those things that no longer serve me, and of embrace more solitude, and like kind of doing things on my own, journeying through this vast desert we live in, metaphorically and quite literally here in Reno, and then going through the desert and blooming into this wonderful artist that I'm trying to develop currently. So kind of 3 different sections. One is like forest, feeling like lost and afraid, kind of like a deer, and then journeying through this desert with lots of dead things and skulls and cool stuff, and then into a soft room of a garden. Where you can
Now, when you talk about this, this sort of journey that you've been on, how much is that? Do you think is like that the pandemic happened? Like, do you think that really kickstarted it for you, or do you think? Yeah, I guess it's hard to kind of parse those things out, but like I wonder. It sounds like it might be an experience that a lot of people could be relating to right now.
I hope so. I hope everyone's going through things where they're learning more and about themselves and journeying through and healing themselves a lot more and blooming. I really hope that all of you out there are working on yourselves and taking this opportunity where we're not around other people to really grow and learn.
Introspection year, for sure.
So, yeah, definitely. Because I mean, I feel some parallels in my own life for sure, and yeah. So you brought your little pillow. Also,
Yeah.
Lina was just our Jenny Box episode 3 guest. 3, yes. And
What's a Jenny box though?
Oh gosh, if you haven't heard, it is the hottest thing for your young,
The hottest.
budding, STEAM interested maker child.
Very specific.
And you can check it out at the renogenerator.com/kids. It's an 8-session online workshop series, and you buy the box, so you get the access to these videos, which I'm currently releasing every Friday. So it's kind of fun. It gives you, like, if you get it now, it gives you a little something to look forward to with your kids over the weeks that you know that they're going to be released. But then after they're all released, you'll just have immediate access and indefinitely. And it's a bunch of really cool little activities. Like one for Lina's episode was making a sculpture. It's like mixing up some dough and then using all little different kinds of things to make yourself a cool little cute multimedia sculpture, because multimedia sculpture is the focus of a lot of her work. And so that leads me into a question that I had, which what are like, tell us about some of the pieces that you're most excited about.
Also, can we see one piece?
Yeah, you can absolutely snuggle it, hold it, love
Or
on
like,
it.
can we touch this?
We can
Soft
talk about
sculpture.
these actually. So yeah, one of the things that I do is soft sculpture. My main medium has been fiber and textiles for most of my life. And I decided to start making these wonderful things because we can't hug other people in the world. So I'm super excited the fact that I get to come home and hug these awesome, beautiful plants that you can't kill. Because I don't know if anyone else out there is like me, and sometimes you just love them too much.
Yeah, you can definitely, especially succulents, right? You love
Yeah,
them to death.
succulents are very easy to love way too much. Yeah, so one thing I'm super excited about is these huggable soft sculptures. I'm also doing some really cool drippy hangy sculptures. One of the seasonal jobs I just had was doing arborism. So I was climbing in trees and using chainsaws and doing really scary stuff. And a lot of the pieces that you'll see in the show use a lot of the wood that I got from work. Shout out to Mason, who cut a bunch of stuff up for me. Yeah,
Nice.
lovely Mason. Cut a bunch of slabs that we made into some cool tables.
You might know Mason from the baggage claim at the Reno International Airport because there is a photo of him modeling for Melting Pot that I think is still up. I think it's still there,
Probably.
but I haven't been to the airport in like a hot minute. But
He's
you know,
also
like a lot of
plastered on
us.
the melting pot.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I always, whenever I go my legs, I'm always like, oh, there he is. I know that guy.
Or
I know that handsome man.
right? Or if you've ever done Burning Man sculpture art, you might know him as Ratchet Ho from Art Support Services. So he definitely helped a lot with making some really cool stuff, cutting slabs. But a lot of these drippy soft sculpture things that you'll see are hanging from some wood that I got from that job.
Are you gonna have wisteria at the generator opening?
Yes, shout out to Yarn Girl. So Yarn Girl made this super awesome with another amazing maker, Jessica Robinson. They made this really cool wisteria curtain if you saw it at last month's show. And yes, for the Art Town, we're working on installation stuff with soft sculpture. So a lot of the things from that, a lot of the flowers are going to be there. But definitely Yarn Girl Wisteria Curtain will be making a debut as well.
Hell yeah.
Love that.
Collaborative arts.
I love the skull that you posted the other day with the saguaro cactus.
A lot of
It's
cactus
beautiful.
vibes.
A lot of cactus desert vibes. Love that.
Tell us a little bit more about going through the journey of becoming maskless. How was that?
Oh, I really feel like the pandemic, specifically your question, like really helped with that. Because I know if anyone in the community has known me, I've always been kind of like a bubbly, excitable, wonderful person who's on 97.85% of the time. Like it was kind of rare for a long time to see me not bubbly. And while I am a really happy, bubbly person, there is a lot that goes on behind that people don't see. And I got a little tired of just being on all the time. It's really exhausting. So I got really tired of it.
I don't know anything about that.
No.
When people really start to expect it, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that everyone really expected me to be just happy all the time and just this people person all the time. And while that is a huge part of my personality, when the pandemic hit, I got really tired of it. Like, I was really feeling that introversion, and it was really hard for me to deal with not being able to see people all the time. And I was really confused of like, oh gosh, I'm feeling these things. Like, do I hide these still? Like, but decided at the beginning, like, no, you really need to like feel through your emotions and learn how to process all of that and kind of like throw away all pretending to be okay all the time, because that's not a reality. And as we're shifting with everything, we need to understand what's going on with ourselves and what's going on with other people, and have more respect for ourselves and other people, and just stop pretending.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that you make that point, that it is like, honesty is like, you know, it's respect, and it can be hard to, like, sometimes you feel like you're being mean or whatever, you know, by not putting up, like, by not sugarcoating things or like putting on a face about things, but there's a certain like disrespect in the assumption that people can't handle your truth.
Well, I think also when you get to show up and just be like sad or whatever, then you show other people that it's cool for them to have
Yeah.
emotions, and like that is really powerful too.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, I had a conversation with a friend recently, and they were like, "Oh, I feel like I would cry if I did that thing," and I was like, "It's cool, I cry all the time," and they were like really surprised that I said that, you know, and I was like, I need to like tell people that I'm super emotional more.
Yeah.
Because then it gives them permission to like feel okay about them being emotional.
I think that's really important as we're going through this like next evolution of ourselves, is like embracing that mental health and knowing that it's okay to be sad. And like I think even one of the interviews you did, that interview I talk to you about all the time, Burning Man, about saying like my big art is such a big thing, and it like makes me feel like I've ruined people's lives. And I think like even you just sharing that was really important for a lot of people that I talked to. Like I shared it with Vera, and you know, Vera made this huge, amazing art show, and she brought us in to help with that. And you know, it really, you know, sorry Vera, like, you know, affected her a little bit. And I think that that was really important for you to share, to show that like these are things that people go through, and it's okay to feel that, and as long as you're actually processing it. So thanks for that.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Yeah, when I got back from Baba Yaga, like, after I finished putting it up and everything, and I brought it, and we finished taking it down, and I drove home, like, and I finally got back to my house, I just took a shower and washed all the playa off while like ugly crying for like an hour, because it was finally this release of like, I did the thing, I got to like be the leader through this whole thing for months and months and months of making this art, and like finally like that like release. But it's a lot, so like put on a mask all the time and be present all the time, and that's hard. So I appreciate that. I'm excited to see your show. It's gonna be beautiful.
I hope it all comes together all right.
I hope it's also ugly beautiful.
I'm sure it will be.
You know, all the emotions. This is not a great.
And it opens when?
May 7th.
May 7th, yes. Okay.
At the Potentialist.
So the week after the opening here.
Got a lot to do, and we're
so
gonna show
May's
you
gonna
even
be a
more
big
things.
month.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really exciting.
Yeah, and the COVID restrictions loosened. Things are gonna get crazy.
Oh,
we're gonna start approaching herd immunity, hopefully, at that point.
I'm
so
stoked for the Reno
exciting.
rodeo coming back. Not gonna lie. Yeehaw, people.
Yeah, we gotta go.
I have a Stetson now because I went to Austin.
Ooh.
Level
I
up.
went to Austin. All I got was a Stetson.
I went to Allen's like a tourist. It was cool though. If people want to see more of your work, where do they go?
At LinaLiz_designs on Instagram. Working on a website, but that'll be, that's later.
Takes time.
Baby steps.
Okay. Lina Liz Designs on Insta, and The Potentialist, May 7th.
When you got a sharp new logo.
Yeah.
I saw.
Yes. Shout out to KB Illustrate for helping me with all of those
She needs
things.
some elegant branding.
For real, elegant
Christy
branding.
Boyd, she's the chick to go to. And then the closing is the 28th. And if anyone can't make it to either of those dates, just DM me, call me, text me, whatever way you want to get in touch, and I'll come show you my fun stuff.
Nice. Also, can we make this into a hat? I feel like
You just did.
That's actually something I've been thinking about, is making
It would make really cute fascinators.
So
someone hit me up about making a dress out of these.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So I was like, well, they definitely need a
The
little
evolution.
fascinator.
Yeah, I like it. I
Yeah.
like that.
I'm about it.
Cool.
All right, now we're gonna go into Instagram roundup because I have
thank
even
you,
more
Lina.
things. Yeah,
Thanks
you're
for
awesome.
coming down
Thanks for
here.
coming out.
having me.
It's great. Lina's been hanging out a lot because we've been doing lots of art stuff. I'm just gonna awkwardly creep. Yeah, Instagram roundup. All right.
What would we do without you, Micah?
For real. And I got to see Micah a bunch because Micah came to our zine. Oh, I should say this before we move over to Instagram roundup. Tomorrow from 4 to 6, Ray and Shay will be facilitating another awesome zine making day. Come on down to 250 Bell, open for all. Just come make zines with us. And if you don't want to come down and make a zine, but you still want to submit your stuff, just send it over. The Reno Punk Rock Flea Market website has the Google Forms, but you can also email your zine or your sticker design or your patch design. The theme is lucky numbers. It's an open call for art, and it's rprfm.org. So come down tomorrow, 4 to 6, or send us your stuff. Art every day.
I got a bunch of people last time. It was a really cool event.
Yeah, we had like 8 people last time. Even more, I think. I think maybe
you
like
told me 10.
yeah, like 10. You know, just hanging out, making scenes. It was a great day. All right, Instagram roundup. Ba-da-ba-da. First things first.
Food.
Hyper local. We just had to give a shout out to Bricky's because we can like see Bricky's from here. We
If you
can
go
see.
to Ricky's, you should come say hi.
Yeah, you should come say hi. We're right down the street from Bricky's. We're right down the street from Shifters.
If you're at Ricky's, you should bring us some French fries.
Oh God, we're so hungry. Are you at Bricky's right now watching this on your phone? I mean, look at these people. They seem to be having a good time. Shout out to Bricky's, Reno. I haven't been there in like 5 years. It's crazy. I need to
We'll
go.
be there soon.
I know. We're going to go
They're our
over.
neighbor.
Hey. Next on Instagram roundup. Oh, it's going to be Mother's
Happy Mother's Day,
Day.
guys.
And the Wedge is coming back with their Petals and Pottery event, 2-day event. What's the deal? I've never been to this. I've only been to the
It
chili
is that
kickoff.
they have a whole lot of vases that are made by their artists, and
What's the Wedge
then
though?
they have
Oh.
the wedge. Oh my God, you don't know what the wedge?
I'm kidding.
No.
I didn't tell them.
I was like, I can tell you.
Yeah.
It's like a shape that you cut cheese into.
Okay,
It's
but what's the
also
studio?
An action that you do with clay, which is what the studio is named after. It's on Dickerson Road. If you've never been to Dickerson, there's
you gotta go.
so many art shops
You're
down
missing
there.
out if you haven't been to Dickerson.
Oh, so many
true.
really cool spaces.
Very cool.
But they make really amazing pottery, and you can go and take classes with Sutter, JC, Haley, Jane.
Listen to you.
Yeah, there are lots of really awesome makers out of there, like Pat Roberts. He makes some really cool vases. He'll have some cool stuff there. But yeah, you can take classes. You can do like workshops that are one day, a couple of hours, or you can do a full month-long intensive. Go and have fun, make some really cool pottery, or
pick up some flowers for your mom or for your baby mama.
Yeah.
or yourself.
Or
'cause
yourself.
Yes, for
Yes.
yourself.
Yes. And
So
they
they
will
make-
have cut flowers.
Uh-huh.
They'll
And then
cut
you put
flowers
it in
and
the
you
vase.
go
Flower
and
truck
fill.
Nice.
I'm not sure. I think because I went once and they had the flowers were all inside, so they had set up with like all the the bins of the water with the flowers in it. It's really nice. It's just like a good vibe. I want to say they also had like mimosas or something.
No, they have a lot. Peren Bakery. Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
God, so
Ooh,
delicious.
Best
Oh,
croissants in
man.
town.
Yeah,
I saw they
for
have
sure.
a what was it? What kind of croissant were they advertising the other day?
Almond?
Oh no, it's like the dessert, the Turkish dessert.
Turkish delight?
No, it's like
Baklava?
Baklava, I think it
Oh.
was.
Yeah.
I think it was a baklava croissant
Nice. Oh my God,
with like rose something. Oh my God, it sounded so good.
that sounds delicious. I can't think about this anymore. Okay, too much food in
Too
this
much food.
episode.
I know, it's because we do this at dinner time.
Yeah, we do it.
Get so
It's the
hungry.
worst. Cool. So definitely go. That's Saturday, May 8th and Sunday, May 9th. And you can go to Lina's show opening, and then the next day go to this. There's a lot of good stuff on the horizon, guys.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then,
It is.
yeah, we wanted to shout out the Reno River Festival is back. So that's
The
cool.
duck races.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a table because we literally are right down the street. I was saying we should just like walk tours over to the generator. So we got to hit them up. I'm excited for like things to go back to somewhat normalcy. I'm pretty stoked about that.
I'm excited to see humans again.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Hannah Liz Huntley has a solo show at the Depot Gallery. If you haven't been to the Depot, it's the gallery that's at the train station at the Sparks Victorian Plaza. I feel like it's kind of an overlooked gallery space that's always doing cool stuff, and not a lot of people know about it. So, gallery.
This looks like a cool show.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
it looks really cool.
Have you been?
Not yet. I was supposed
Okay.
to go the other night last night, but I didn't.
But you've
I'm
been so
sorry,
busy.
Hannah.
It's fine. You can come
She's
Oh my
back.
God, look at these
awesome
worms.
soft
We
sculpture
gotta go.
artist in town, and she makes really cool cactus
I'm
pillows.
so about this worm vibe.
I know.
Soft
I'm
sculpture,
so
man.
about it, these
Textile.
crunchy
So much
worms.
textile art is coming through
Yes,
lately.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Love it.
I'm about
our
it.
time to
I'm about
shine.
it.
Love it.
Gallery hours 2 to 5, Thursday through Sunday. Go to the Depot Gallery and let us know how it is. We're gonna go too.
Yes.
We got it's on,
It's still got 12 more days, people.
and then happening right now at Potentialist.
Yeah, you could literally just like, we're gonna end in 5 minutes, and you could just
You could
hop
just
in
go
the
there.
car. Maybe you could walk. Maybe you
That's
live
where I'm
close
going.
enough.
Yeah,
That's where
Lina's
Lina's
gonna
going.
go.
So
You
wanna
want to meet
see
up with Lina?
Cool kids are gonna
You
be
wanna
there.
go Talk to Lina. She's gonna be there.
Spring Revival Art Show from 6 to 10 p.m. Yeah, you got time. You got a few hours. You can still hit this up. It looks really cool. Live music.
It is super cool. It's a makerspace out of the Bay Area.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
And Nettie's going to be there giving a Reno public market update, which is cool. Their Sprouts is about to open, and that's the same developer who is doing the Auto District where the generator's going to move.
Mhm.
Nettie is really awesome. She's the arts and culture director for Foothills, which is like, they're just like a development crew that's building up a lot of new spaces in town. And I think it's really rad that they have an art and culture person making sure that like they're doing good stuff for Reno. So I'm about that. Nettie's awesome. Shout out to Nettie. Hi. I saw her today. Last but not least, Window Mine. You guys should follow this page. This I don't even fully understand, but I think this gallery is in someone's garage, and it's really cool. And you can peek into it, but you could also like make an appointment to go see the shows there. And this latest show, Alberto Garcia Rodriguez, who I have not even heard of before, Breathing Down My Neck, is happening right now. Yeah, gallery is open by appointment. So cool. It's like ceramic.
Ooh.
But also,
It's like creepy peanuts.
yeah,
Ooh, look at this.
I know. But see, it's like in someone's garage. Remember, this was the show that was last month, and we didn't have a chance to go
man.
see it. I know.
Oh.
But it's
That's
just like
cool.
someone's just doing
That's
this in their
cool.
garage. You should start a
That's
gallery,
cool as
everybody.
hell.
I know. That's
That's
what
cool
I'm
as
saying.
hell.
It's like so rad. And this is right, like kind of
This is some cool underground shit.
underground shit. I know. This is like by like Laughing Planet, like over there.
Oh, by
Like,
the university.
yeah, kind of over
Nice.
there. So follow Window Mine and check it out and start stalking them and figure out how to get into this garage gallery and then let us know about it. I'm stoked about it. I don't even know how I found
You gotta
this.
put your kid in
Yeah, you
there.
do.
It'd be a cool spot for your stuff.
I just love this. I love that someone's like thinking outside of the box and has turned their garage
Yeah,
into
absolutely.
a gallery.
It's a super clever idea.
Amazing.
Maybe that's something Dream Machine's
Love
working
it.
on. Working
Yeah?
on crazy underground things.
Love it.
So cool. Yeah, especially because I've never even heard of any of these artists, and that's so rad. I love
Yeah,
new
that's
art.
great.
It's just new to me. What's new with you? New art. That's what's new with me.
Absolutely.
Every week.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got 3 minutes left. So what are we gonna talk about, guys?
Not food.
Not food. Oh, but
Oh
I'm
my
so
gosh.
hungry. That's all I've got for the Instagram roundup.
Did
You
you
should
make
go
the
to the
roundup
show.
while you were hungry?
I'm always hungry when we're doing the show. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
It's
what I
true.
will show off is I got this from Josie Rock today. I picked up our Black Lives
Oh, yeah,
Matter
you should see
t-shirt.
this.
Ugh.
But I didn't bring the pizza box.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Should I go get the pizza box?
Yeah,
oh, here,
well,
talk
it's
about
okay.
this.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Ooh,
So,
yeah.
if you were at the event today and you saw us, then you already saw this. But if not, this is a new little thing that we're offering through the generator. You can actually buy these on our website too. It is a bee house, a solitary bee house kit, and it's for kids. It's $10. Sales of these benefit our kids programming and the development of that, and they're really cool. The pieces were all made on our CNC router, and then they're laser etched with our laser cutter. And then, yeah, it's got everything you need except the screwdriver. It's put it together, some instructions, the whole thing. It's kind of a cute little gift, and it's a fun little springtime craft for you to do with your favorite little kid. And it's like any age. My son is 3, and he like had a blast putting this together. You know, he needed some help, but then he took it all apart by himself, and then like put it back together. I think his dad helped him put it together. I'm sure he didn't put it together himself, but he can take it apart all by himself. And he's only 3, so you know, that's pretty cute. Oh, hey, Orlin.
Hi.
So yeah, that's what we have for tonight. Sprocket's gonna come back with this pizza box. It's really cool. Josie Rock made some really cool Black Lives Matter t-shirts, and so
these whole kits.
we,
that come with these kits.
yeah, he sends them as like, it's this whole thing. It's not just the shirt. So it comes in this badass pizza box.
This is not helping how hungry I am, guys. I'm just about this. It's so cool. If you don't already follow Josie Rock or know about him,
if you live in Reno, you do know about Josie Rock, even if you don't think you do, because so much of his work
everywhere,
is all over this town.
I met him so many times and didn't realize that Josie Rock and Cool Junkie Joe are the same person.
Yeah, and he's the Cool Junkie Joe.
Yeah.
So if you've been in Junkie and you talk to a cool dude named Joe, it's the same guy.
And you can pick these up in his booth.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
At Junkie.
You can get these at Junkie, too.
I saw a kid wearing the sticker on his shirt today.
Cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just like throwing all this stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was a nice surprise. I just thought we were gonna get the shirts, and then we got this pizza box full of fucking
Cool
dope stuff. Yeah.
Super dope.
Hot Boy Josie Rock, making cool stuff.
Yes.
For real.
So check that out, and also Yarn Girl just got her Black Lives Matter stickers printed too, so you can pick those up.
Yes.
And the proceeds from that go to help Dwayne Wright's family. So
go
buy those stickers.
Yeah, Yarn Girl, check her out. All right,
Support
guys.
local artists.
Yes.
Go buy something from a local artist.
Always.
Go to Junkie, check out all the booths in Junkie. Get something from the Dream Machine show.
That's right.
All right.
Hire Dream Machine to do cool shit for your party. Are you doing an event? They're looking for parties and events. They've got a bunch of cool shit.
Photo shoot. That photo shoot was
photo
really
shoots.
cool.
They're doing dope photo shoots. Look them up. DreamMachineReno.com.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's it for us. That's another awesome episode of The Boost.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in,
Yeah,
guys.
thanks for tuning in. And always, if you want to be on The Boost, send us an email at info@rprfm.org or DM us, and we want to have you on the show.
Literally anything that you want us to talk about, we want to talk about it. So
yeah,
send it over.
Yeah, hit us up, and we'll interview you next time.
Yeah.
All right, have a great night, guys.
Good night.